Hey, welcome back to the Corvette Posse YouTube channel. So today what I thought we would do is kind of go through the specs of my Z06, the order I just placed a couple days ago, actually, quite honestly. So we'll go through the options list and kind of show you how I spec'd it out. And then what I wanted to do is have a little bit of a discussion, get you guys' opinion on what GM has done to help with the flipper situation, I guess, for lack of a better term. So we'll go through the specs of the car, and then going to walk through what GM just announced yesterday, I believe, or Thursday, whatever day it was. Regarding flippers, and interested in getting you guys' opinions. So let's go ahead and get started with the car. Okay, so we're going to go off. I got the workbench order that Bobby printed out for me. One thing you'll notice when you get the workbench order, there are no prices listed. All the options, these are all the standard options that, well, what I optioned the car with along with what comes standard with the model that I picked. So we won't talk about prices today. We'll get that when everything's finalized out, because they're still waiting for the gas guzzler tax or anything else, so we'll get to that. We'll get to that at some point. So. All right, so what I did, I ordered a 2LZ. I figured that was just kind of the sweet spot where I wanted to be from what comes standard with the car. So I won't go through everything that comes with that necessarily. Let's pick the items that I went with that are above and beyond that. So the car comes with obviously traction management. I did add the ground effects. So CFZ, option code CFZ ground effects. And I got those in carbon flash, rather than exposed carbon fiber. Okay, so we go down here. Everything is carbon flash. The Z06 obviously comes with magnetic ride, so we're good there. I did get option SFZ, which is the stealth badges. So that is the Corvette flags are all black instead of having the different colors, the red and the yellow. Everything's all black on that. Coming down, standard, it comes with PDR, the performance data recorder, so that'll be nice. I got option J57, which is the carbon ceramic brakes. And with that, I got J6N, which is the edge red calipers. I got the option NGA, which is the black exhaust tips. Really like this, that they GM actually came out with this and did this. It's nice because for my Grand Sport, I would love to get the. I think it's Corsa has the black exhaust. Love to get that, but it's nice that GM just is putting it in there for this. And I believe that's it. That's really all of the options that I have. So really not a highly optioned car. I mean, a really highly optioned car, but yeah, just it works. I mean, with 2LZ, it comes with a lot of options, and then obviously these are the ones that I wanted for me. Now, one thing that we did, so I didn't tell you, the car is going to come in black. So black, the interior is going to be black. I didn't option anything out. I say with the GT1 seats, no seat belts, anything else like that. So one thing I wanted to do on my Grand Sport, it has carbon flash, painted mirrors, and spoilers. So I wanted to get that. That is an option on the Workbench, mirrors and spoiler. So when we went in and we added this in there, and then went back to change the color, because I was kind of back and forth with a couple different colors. By the way, these cars, orange looks great. The red mist looks great. There's the gray. The rapid blue looks really, really good. So there's a lot of good looking colors. But I decided to go black for a couple reasons. One, I think I'm going to do a color change when I get the car. You'll have to see what I'm going to do with it, but I think I'm going to do a color change. So black's the best thing to do if you're going to do a color change. Just add that underneath it. But when we did black, we lost the carbon flash mirrors and the spoiler. So that was something, if you watched my last video, Bobby said was going to look into maybe a factory override to get that thing done. So we're going to check on that. So yeah. So this is my Z06 2LZ. Carbon flash ground effects, self badges, carbon ceramic brakes, edge red calipers, and black exhaust tips. So very excited, super excited to get this car. Been waiting a long time. I've been waiting over 2 years when I put my name on the list for this thing. Number 2 on the list, so LJ is going to be getting his first car, or LJ will be getting his first. I'm anxious to see that car, and then obviously get mine, so I'm very excited about that. Okay, so that's my spec. And I guess, so here's my question to you guys. Here's what I'm really interested in. So GM came out on Friday, I think it was, and said that they were going to basically, I'm assuming just to stop the flippers, really, is kind of what the whole deal was, is that on certain vehicles, and it was the Escalade V, the Z06, and the Hummer EV, that if you sold it within a year, or sold it before you had the car a year, that you would be banned from buying other specialty cars like this at GM's discretion, and that there would be certain elements of the warranty that would be transferable. So the person buying the car would just be out of luck, which is a bad deal. So I understand what GM's doing. I'm interested in getting your thoughts. I understand what GM is trying to do, but I'm really interested in your thoughts. Why were they doing this? From a standpoint, I mean, you buy the car, it's your asset. You can really do what you want with it, but they're kind of penalizing that. And then, there's gonna be some unknowing buyers in the back end that are gonna buy these cars because they're gonna want to have the car. They're gonna buy it, and they're not gonna have a warranty, unbeknownst to them. Well, obviously it's buyer beware, but still, it just kind of it's kind of a bad deal all around. And I guess my biggest problem with it is that if you're going to go after the resellers, that's fine. Don't do that, but go after your dealers who are doing the shady stuff too. I know that in January they sent out a note about warning dealers about removing allocations, but it doesn't seem, from what I'm seeing on the forums or I'm seeing on the internet, it doesn't seem like it's really stopping a lot of these dealers from charging $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 over, $50,000 over in some instances. Or telling people that, hey, you've been on the list, but now we're going to charge you a $10,000, $20,000 premium. Just seems a little unscrupulous. So I guess my thought is, if GM's going to go do this for the aftermarket, because it's a little different. A little different than what Ford did with the GT. So if you know the GT, when you bought the original GT, if you were able to get an allocation, you had to sign a contract saying you wouldn't sell it within a year, 2 years, something like that. So GM, or you're subject to legal ramifications. So GM's not going to that extent, but they're going to blacklist you, and they're going to take away the warranty. So I don't know. They're addressing the problem. I'm glad they're addressing the problem. I really wish they were also addressing some of the unscrupulous dealers as well. So I think they're kind of taking a half-baked approach, because if you had dealers that were just selling cars, the dealers are making money on these cars, making good money on these cars. Obviously, GM is making good money on these cars. I just think it's the memo stated something about keep the buying experience, a genuine GM buying experience. Well, what kind of buying experience are you giving people if you're charging them $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 over a sticker? People are going to pay it. It doesn't matter. And I know it's a manufacturer suggested retail price. I get all that. But just one of those things. So it seems interesting. Interested in your thoughts. Go ahead and comment below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on what GM is doing with this car and the reseller market. Thankfully, with Russell Chevrolet, they're going to sell it at MSRP. No funky fees, no exorbitant dock fees or anything like that. So I'm thankful to be working with some very high integrity dealership like Russell Chevrolet that is going to stick to their word, sell the car for what its manufacturer suggested retail price is. So obviously I'm excited about that. I'm happy to do business with them. They will get my business again for sure. There's no doubt about it. So, all right, well, hey, that's all I got for today. Like I said, comment down below. Would love to hear your thoughts on what GM is doing. Love to hear your thoughts on my build. If you got any comments, questions, I'd love to hear that as well. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Obviously, we have a lot of stuff coming up here as soon as these cars start rolling in. So I'm anxious to have you guys tag along with us and enjoy the ride. So again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.